Hello, my souls in search. Welcome back to my channel. This is Edlin, and for today's message, the energy came strong. It was an intense energy of confusion. I think you are going through a situation that might be asking to dig deeper into your inner shadows and to figure out where is this confusion coming from? Are you holding to fear? Are you holding to a limited belief? Are you holding on to control? Which we all know it's illusion, right? We don't have control over anything. Um, and so when I was sitting down and getting ready for this message and putting the tarot, it was interesting to see the message being one of there's something that your soul is asking of you, and you know that is asking for you to step up, for you to um, level up, to leave that old version of you. Yet it's still hard for you to let go of it. And I understand that. I've been there when you are going through a spiritual awakening or when you're have been working on yourself and you're questioning almost like everything in your life, like where do these beliefs come from? Why do I believe these things? Why am I going this path? Is this the path that I want to go through? And it's interesting because this was the same message that came out yesterday, similar message in terms of like forging your own path. I think this one just spoke a little bit more to me of not like being okay with not being okay. Like be okay with that in this moment. You're foggy, you're confused, you're not sure what the right decision is. Trust that the answers will come. I think sometimes we want to force something because we need to know, like, are we making the right choice? Is this the right thing that I should be doing? Should I leave that relationship? Should I stay? Should I leave that job? Should I stay? And it's very uncomfortable. It's a very uncomfortable space to be in because nobody wants to be confused. Nobody wants to not know. And I think this is what um the collective is experiencing in this moment. For those who have tuned into my channel, I truly believe it's because there's something in this moment right now that you need to hear, and it's, stay grounded. Hold on to your truth while staying open-minded. Um, of course, we can always allow other people to provide us a different perspective, to give us a different insight, but we also have to have discernment and know who we are and what we're trying to accomplish. And that's hard. That notion of protecting your energy is hard in a world that tells us that we need to give and give and give and give a little more. And one of the message that came out in the Oracle, the Sacred Rebel Oracle card that I use is receiving, being open to receiving. And sometimes it's not material things, but receiving insights and guidance from God, from spirit, from your higher self, from the source, whatever it is that you tune into, know that your answers will come in divine timing. Things will unfold when they need to. And I know that that's not what we want to hear sometimes. We want to know, like, well, Edlin, like, I need to know now. Like, I need to know if this is the guy for me, if this is the girl for me, if this is the career for me, if I'm living in the city, if this is the right city for me. All those things will, if you're questioning them or you're confused about it, is because there's something deeper that your soul is trying to either show you or teach you. And you just have to be open to receiving that information and not resistance. We know, like deep down in our soul, we know what's right for us. We know what path to go, but we're just so afraid to take it because whatever, because we know the consequences that follow. So, for example, I left my job in March. I left my corporate job making $200,000 a year. Um, and I say that because it was like, it was my career. Like I've been working towards this for a decade, you know. I was in the HR industry and I was just sick and tired. But it took me, and I knew that in September of 2024 that I wanted to go. Like I was just done. I was done. I knew that it wasn't my calling, it wasn't the environment that I wanted to be in, but the fear was so deep. The fear and just of, is this the right thing? Should, and then people in your head like, are you sure you want to leave your job? You work so hard, to get where you are. Like it, and it took me to just literally isolate myself in some ways and really just get really silent with myself and hear what my spirit was trying to tell me. And it was time to go. But it took me a while to make that decision because, listen, we got a mortgage, we got bills, we got life. Like it's not easy to make a decision of leaving your job and, you know, not really knowing what your next steps are going to be. Having an idea of maybe what direction you want to go to, but not really but just knowing that this wasn't it. And listen, it's 6 months later, we're still standing. We're here. Bills are getting paid. Things are, we're still in this stage of in limbo and confusion and figuring out like what life has in store for us. But the ceiling hasn't collapsed on me and it's not going to collapse on you either, right? That's just an example. It's the same thing with relationships, right? Like in 2021, I decided that I didn't want to be part of my marriage anymore. And that was really tough. That was really tough because you're so confused, you're so overwhelmed, you're thinking like, gosh, but I gave all this time into this relationship and all of that. But once you make the decision, and now looking back at it, it's the best thing that I did for myself because that truly has helped me now become a more confident and a more secure version of myself. But I wouldn't have been able to get to this if I didn't make the decision. So whatever decision you're struggling to make, know that the answers are gonna come. Just be patient with yourself, be kind, be understand that, things take time. Like things take time. We want things right now, right now. It's like, we're so used to going to McDonald's in the drive-through and getting our food right there that, we turn on the TV and it's just everything right now is so instant, with Amazon Prime and everything that we think that the answers of the divine are going to come like that. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. And so we just have to be patient with ourselves that this space of confusion is good for us. This space of confusion, if we're able to sit on it and really try to understand what spirit is trying to teach us or what they're trying to reveal to us, you will be surprised what's on the other side. But we're like this is the fence and we're like looking but afraid to make the jump, make the leap. And I promise you, you'll be caught on the other side. But you have to believe that you are, and you have to believe in yourself. And that's the hardest part right there. So, like I said, protect your energy. Know that not everyone is going to understand your journey. You don't understand your own journey, right? Like, I don't understand. I don't know what tomorrow will unfold, but I trust that God has me. I trust that I got me, that I'm not going to let myself stay in this state of confusion forever because I don't think that that's what the divine wants. I don't think that God wants us to stay confused forever. He wants us to be able to live our life authentically and free and happy and for us to be the best versions of ourselves. But sometimes, like, these are the struggles. This is part of the journey. And so I hope this message resonated with you. And come back tomorrow to hear what Spirit has in store. And again, make sure you press that like button, leave me a little comment. let me know what are you going through right now? What's the confusion? What's the thing that's not letting you sleep at night? And I'm praying for you all. I'm praying that the clarity will come and that you'll find peace in your heart. Till next time, my friends.